Tonight's reality check, we are questioning if a recent parole board decision violates the governor's executive order.
Alabama Governor Kay Ivey temporarily put a stop to early parole consideration, but last week a convicted robber from Mobile who has only served 1 year of a 15-year sentence was granted parole.
NBC 15's Andrea Ramey is investigating the case. Andrea, this was a topic in last night's town hall that you moderated.
That's right, and this is just one of many examples we discuss where violent criminals in the state are only serving a fraction of their sentence.
February 2016, Treval Rayford robbed a police informant at gunpoint during an undercover drug operation. He was sentenced to 15 years in prison a little more than a year ago. Yet last week, he was granted parole.
1 year on a 15-year sentence.
District Attorney Ashley Rich expressing frustration with the case during our town hall meeting. She doesn't understand how the parole board was able to determine Rayford was even eligible for parole.
Every day he served, he got 15 days credit for every day he served.
And that begs the question, does his parole violate Governor Ivey's October executive order, which put a moratorium on early parole consideration? An effort to stop violent criminals from getting back out on the streets.
Some key people in the legislature and state government put some pressure on the parole board to hurry up and release thousands of inmates out of the prison system to reduce the overcrowding, and just threw out with that the safety of our citizens of Alabama.
We reached out repeatedly to the parole board today and the governor's office, which told us that they're waiting for their attorney to review. Greg?
All right, Andrea. 3 murderers have been paroled this month. Roderick Daniel, sentenced to 21 years, served 15 years, 6 months. Rayshon Tobert, sentenced to life, served 20 years, 10 months. And Dan Wesley, sentenced to life, served 25 years, 2 months.
Here's another case. Treval Rayford, arrested in 2016 for armed robbery and drug charges in Mobile County. He was sentenced to 15 years last November. His parole was granted last week.
Incidentally, if you missed last night's town hall meeting, you can watch the entire program on our website, mynbc15.com.